ask Ani, why don't you come up and share?
Hi guys, I'm Ani.
Hi, Ani.
Hi, Ani. I'm kind of like super duper shocked right now at God's power. I mean, okay, I'll tell you why in a little bit.
Not too long, but a little bit.
At the conference, Alicia Chole, she talked about like the thoughts we have that just invade our brains and like we just want to get rid of them, but they just keep coming. And she invited people to the altar and said, like if you just pray about that. So I went, and like today, the whole day, it's like what's going on here, just like Bible verse after Bible verse. It's like, and one of them that keeps like going into my mind is the joy of the Lord is my strength. And so a couple of minutes ago, before I came to DCF, I was in the art building painting, and it was just me in the room and two other girls. And I was just painting, and like, the joy of the Lord is your strength, the joy of the Lord is your strength. And so I was cleaning up to come here, and I just had this, and at the conference we've been praying for our campus, so that, and I, like, personally have been praying for strength to witness to others, and like, just lead on the Lord and stuff. So, it was just, same verse coming to mind, and I was cleaning up, and I was about to leave, and then I just feel God telling me, like, why don't you pray for them? You've been asking for strength, and the joy of the Lord is your strength. So I was like, no way, what if I just did that? That would be so crazy. And then I was cleaning up, and I went and put my stuff away, and I was like, am I really going to do that? I mean, it's really amazing how God just changes your thinking in, like, a couple of minutes. First it's like, no way, I'm going to do that, and then it's like, maybe, and then, okay, I'm going to do it. So I was like, okay, and I was standing in the hallway, just like, if somebody saw me, they would think I'm like a complete weirdo. But I was like, okay, God, just give me strength. And like, I walked back, and it was like not even me walking. So I walked in, and I was like, hey guys. I just had this urge to pray for you guys. I don't know why. And so I was like, well, you guys can pray along, but you don't have to. So I just prayed for them, and I was like, I just prayed that joy would enter their hearts and they would come to know God. And after, they were like, thanks. And I was like, you're welcome, God bless you. So I left, I turned around and I left, and I was like, whoa, that's so cool. Did I just do that? And I just like got on my bike and rode here the fastest I've ever ridden.
Encourage you to receive that. You guys need some strength in your life. You know, this is like midterm weeks is coming this week, right? It's here. Next week. Sorry, rushing things. But the joy of the Lord is our strength. It's stepping out and obeying Him. It just fills you up, doesn't it? You can ride your bike faster. That's so good. It gives you strength for bicycle riding. Yeah, Matt, your testimony is a little similar in your encouragement for us today, so I want you to continue to flow, buddy.
Hi, guys. This is just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna say yet. In a moment. No, I have to sit back down. Seriously.
Preach it, Matt.
Oh, okay. I remember it. You know, we're up here talking about God's goodness, and it's really amazing what God does. It really is like healing over just physical things, you know, spiritual things, deep spiritual things. God does amazing things. He really does. Can you say amen? Can you say amen? He does amazing things, and he really does do amazing things, right? That's why we're all here, right? So how are people going to know about God's goodness in your class? How are people going to know about it if we're not talking about it, right? There's a girl in my bug class about Ramsey. She's reading this book, like it's about my Ishmael, and it's basically her religion. It's about this monkey that sees the world, and it's some guy's thoughts. And that's her religion. That's what she's following. Don't you guys know we serve a bigger God than that?
Right.
We serve a bigger God than that, who heals people, who does amazing things. And there's hope. And there's hope in that. And that just really, I'm sorry I preach up here. I really don't mean to preach. But this is me talking to me right now. Like, there needs to be urgency, a little bit of urgency in class. Because if nobody's talking about God, how is anybody supposed to know about what God is doing in your lives? It ain't about coming on Tuesday. But this is to me too. This is to me too. Just talk about God because He's good. What do you got to hide? He's good. I'm done.
Fire coming on. That's a good word. It's easy. It's easy to talk about God. You just do what Ani did and say, hey, I just feel like I want to pray for you. That's awesome. Thank you, Matt. No, we need that encouragement. We need to be fired up in this place. Speaking of fired up, Carol, you got a cool experience. We mentioned last week, just talking about before, that Peter and John went out there and they prayed for the beggar by the temple gate, and he was completely healed. The Holy Spirit fell down like fire on the apostles and gave them boldness and just power. They were endued with power to preach the gospel. And I think that something that Matt got right now, he's got some of that. And Carol, you got some of that too. Tell us a little about your story.
I don't know why I'm a little nervous to share this testimony, even though I've shared my testimonies from before. But lately, I haven't really been feeling very close or intimate with God. Like, it's like, wow, where is my mind? Where is my heart? Why am I not right there with Him? And I know where I want to be. Why am I not having that? And one thing that we learned this weekend was it's a change of mindset that you need to practice. And that's what I was like, okay, God, like after hearing that, I was like, I'm going to change my mindset, and that's what I'm going to do. And one thing that happened, one of the nights, Jeremy Anderson had been talking about being baptized by the Holy Spirit. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I've always thought about that because I hear Kim doing it all the time. Or like Stephanie Lane. I'm like, dang, that's cool. I was like, but I don't know about that. I was like, that's kind of weird and sounds kind of funny. And like, I believe in it, but I was like, I don't believe in it for me. Like, I don't think that's for me. So I was like, yeah, whatever. So that same night, I went up for prayer with Julie Smith, and I was telling her about like where I was at and how I felt about like speaking in tongues and whatnot. And so she basically just prayed over me, and she also prayed that I open my heart to the Holy Spirit as far as being baptized by the Holy Spirit. I was like, okay, and she like told me how it felt. I'm like, okay, wow, okay. So the next day, the last day, Jeremy Anderson had like asked, or someone asked for people to raise their hand if they've been baptized with the Holy Spirit. I was like, oh wow, like actually having here at Winter Conference, that's too bad, like I didn't get that. But at the end of this, the Monday service, we were praying over our own campuses and just like the movement for God. I was like, okay, cool. So I was praying, I was like, yes. I was like, okay, wait, why am I not thinking anything? Why am I not praying anything? And all of a sudden I felt my lips moving, and I was like, why are my lips moving? I'm not cold. What the heck is this? And then so I had no control over anything I was doing at this point. My voice started coming out, and I tried to shut it up, and I didn't know what was going on, and I felt like what Aaron was saying, an electricity flow through your body, and I had to grip my hands because I was shaking so bad, and that's what Julie Smith had said I would feel, and my voice started coming out, and I heard myself, and I was like, that is not English. I was like, that's not English. That is something else, and I don't understand it, but it was just cool because it was cool because at that moment, I had felt so intimate with God, and that was between me and Him, and He knows exactly what I was praying, and I've never felt so close to God before like that, and it was just a blessing. So I encourage you guys, like, those times you don't feel the intimacy of God, those times you don't feel close with God, just change your mindset, change where your heart is at, and you will get there, and you will feel that electricity running through you, and it's the most amazing feeling ever. So, yeah.